What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting video for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at my 1:400 scale military airlines fleet. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's jump into this, everybody. So I do have a few military models here, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to talk about them in depth because I do have some special stories with a couple of these, but I'm certainly looking to expand this collection. I thought it'd be cool to make a small video here kind of to look at what it looks like right now here in 2023 and to really see what it grows into the future, because military aviation is really cool for various reasons, and I've got to be a part of it luckily in the past, and I hope to have even more presence within the future. It's a really cool field, and I'm really excited to talk about it. So let's talk about these models first, and then we'll do some general talking about other assessments with these military models. Alrighty, so here's my first military model. This is the Dice Air Force Base C-130. I ended up getting this a couple years ago from Panda Fox Toys for a really good deal. It was on their clearance list. It's like $20. Even though it's the older iteration, still a very cool aircraft, so that's why I chose to get it. I think it looks really good with the red tail right there, and the C-130 is a very cool plane, obviously 4 props and everything. They're pretty common around the United States, and I've seen several of them from like Little Rock Air Force Base and various other places, so I thought it'd be really cool to get one. I hope to get another one at some point. Fat Albert would certainly be a very unique addition or something like that. So certainly many planes that we could work into there, but at least we have something to represent the C-130. Minnesota Air National Guard's another one that comes to mind. I've seen quite a few, so I'd love to get some more, and hopefully GeminiJets or anybody else will release some more. The next aircraft up on the list is probably the most recent addition. This is the McConnell KC-135. This is a very special aircraft to me because I've seen many of these McConnell KC-135s when I was near the Wichita, Kansas area, particularly in 2019, but hopefully more to come in the future. I think these aircraft are really nice. I really like the simple stripe right there that just says McConnell on the tail. It's really cool, but they're really cool and they look very nice. McConnell Air Force Base is a great area, and I hopefully hope to go do some more spotting there in the near future. I love Wichita in the area. It's a really nice place regionally, and I even hope to do the model airport at some point for the Eisenhower International Airport, but I certainly wouldn't be opposed to trying like Tinker Air Force Base or something at some point. I know Aviation 18 did a Edwards Air Force Base, which I thought was a really cool idea, so huge props to him, and I certainly hope to look into a general aviation big airport, whether it's in my region or like even as big as like a Van Nuys or something in the future at some point, which would be very cool, or military airports like I was referencing with like Tinker Air Force Base near Oklahoma City. Obviously, you got McConnell Air Force Base near Wichita. There's so many others like Dice Air Force Base. I know there's so many around the United States, so you can only get started on naming those. But at least we have this for now, and I hope to use it as a building block for the future. Here's the Arizona National Guard KC-135. This has the really cool Arizona tail. This was one of my very first, if not the very first military, like official GeminiJets Max model I got, and I'm so glad I did. It's a really pretty plane, and you can use it in various situations. I hope that my Phoenix Model Airport will make a better return in 2023, and with that being said, I hope to get more of these to make a more accurate representation as they are based at Phoenix International. So I'm hopeful to get some more of those going, and that would be really cool, but certainly a great aircraft right there. This is a McCord C-17 right here. I'm very glad that I got this last year. This is such a cool aircraft. I got to see the McCord C-17, one of them that is, when there was a presidential rally in Tulsa in 2020. It was super cool to get to see McCord and what they're all about. They're really beautiful planes, and I certainly hope to get to see more of these in the future. They're not hard to come by. I've never been in the best situation to get to see them here in Tulsa, and just my travels have not took me to one yet. So hopefully I'll get to see more, but I did see this one. I saw that GeminiJets made a model of it, so it was too good of an opportunity to pass up. Lastly, here in this section, I do have a couple more kind of around this table, but we have this Barksdale B-52. This is a really cool aircraft. This is a very unique mold from GeminiJets, so those were a couple of reasons I chose to get it. But I also know a guy on Instagram named Buff Aviation that loves these B-52s, so I kind of got it in honor of him because I know he really likes those B-52s, and it's a really cool aircraft. So for all those reasons combined, I chose to get this beautiful aircraft from Barksdale Air Force Base. Certainly a very, very cool aircraft. I really like it, from the casting of the engines there to the small landing gears on the wings right there and everything in between. It's truly a really cool aircraft, and I'm very glad to have it. So this area is really nice, and I certainly love it a bunch. There's a couple other models floating around over here, so I'm going to knock those out, and then I'll talk about my military desires because they're quite immense. Those are, I'm pretty sure they're F-14s, but they might be F-22s. I think they're F-22s. But nevertheless, those are 3D printed custom ones. We have two in kind of a normal livery, and then a Blue Angels mock-up, which is pretty cool right there. Those are very nice, and I really appreciate Funny Driver for sending those to me. So thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. So we have those right there a couple years ago. I really appreciate that. Then over here, we have two different scale ones. We have a B-29 Stratoforce, which is really cool. That is a easy model, and they did a really good job on that. I'm sorry, that's Air Force One. The easy model is the P-39 over there on the right. A very unique aircraft. I hope to get the landing gear back on there soon, but certainly a nice lineup of aircraft over there, and they're really cool. Even though they're kind of different scales, not particularly die-cast, they're still very cool and really unique to get to march into that, that era with those aircraft. Lastly, we have a Hobbymaster F-16 South Dakota Air National Guard throwback livery, honoring the 70th anniversary. That is a beautiful model. Hobbymasters are so cool, and I really hope to get more of those in the future when applicable. So I want to talk about kind of my military future here, because this collection is pretty small, so I'd really like to expand it. It's about 8 or I guess 11 planes with 3D printed, but really not many die-cast ones. So here's kind of my long-term desires for my military fleet. My number one goal to start is I would love to get a different, every single aircraft kind of in the military. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but, get the variety going like I've had with like that C-17, the B-52, some of those. So some that immediately come to mind are the B-1, the B-2, even like the B-117s, and then really the C-5. Those are really some of the top ones that come to the list. There's many others that I would love to see done in 400, like the Pegasus KC-46. Even some of the smaller ones would be great. I really hope to make some custom A4 T-38s, F-16s, that sort of thing. It would be really cool to see somebody tackle a die-cast, like actual fighter jet. These really big ones are cool too, but I'd love to see some fighter jets tackled. But for now, we'll keep making some Shapeways customs to fill the void in that department. I also really hope to... There's so many others as well that are not coming to the top of my mind. Like I said, though, C5, B1, those are really some of the big ones that I would love to get. What Air Force Base, I'm not sure yet, but I would love to get some of those. These aren't necessarily military, but since they're kind of in the genre, I'll kind of throw them in here. We have Antonov 124 by GeminiJets. It's certainly a cool model right here. I really like it. E4B, this one's probably the closest out of them, but, kind of counts, I suppose. So this was certainly a great aircraft to get, and a very unique one in the kind of the genre, but more of like the United States fleet, if that makes sense. And then we have an Air Force One Aviation 400 right there. That is a very unique model. I'm certainly glad to have it. It has been a dividend adder to my collection. And Air Force Two, also by GeminiJets, really cool model. Certainly glad to have that. So, yeah, like I said, I really hope to add C5, B1, you name it. I really just want to add that variety to the fleet. So in my model airports, I can represent that. Like with the Great Plains Model Airport, I can show like different situations of military planes coming in, or there's been countless times when I didn't have, like even the C-17 way back when, but there were so many opportunities when really cool military planes come to my model airports that I've not been able to represent it very well because I don't have a proper aircraft to do it. So I'm very hopeful to get some more variety for the fleet, but I also wouldn't mind adding some different Air Force bases too. That would also be another good goal, is try to have a plane from every base. A-10s and Shapeways land would be great. There's so many. I have so many in my cart right now, so hope to add to them and get these customs going. I know I've had those other ones for about a year now, or maybe even 2 years. The T-38s and F-16s, I just have not got a good chance to sit down and work on those, because most of the general aviation's been more of the spot where I've needed some diversity, so we've added that. So I think I can get to the point where I can add some more military in there, which I would love to do. Albuquerque, Reno, Tulsa are all very present in the military scene, but even Pensacola. Even you go as far as even DFW every now and then, even Phoenix as well. And heck, you can even throw Orange County in there. Why not? Do get some military action as well every now and then. So I certainly hope to diversify this fleet and see more military planes in the future. I've seen more of the smaller planes, so it's been hard to really relate. But I have seen C-130s, KC-135s, C-17s. I haven't seen a B-52 yet. I would also absolutely love an E3 or E6 to be released. That would be super, super cool. I know there's some like E9s too. Those are really cool planes, and so many others. So I hope this scale certainly gets these areas certainly get more representation in the future. I love GeminiJets' effort making the B-52 as of late, and now they're doing it's like Minot Air Force Base, something like that, B-52, so that's certainly very exciting, and I'm excited to see, like I said, where this military fleet can build in the future. There's many gaps and holes that I would love to fill here, and I think that it's certainly, as I've really structured my airline civil fleet for the United States. I would love to certainly build into the military and the cargo as well, which is another video that I'll be doing here in just a moment. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.